punishment here, debarment?
Actually, debarment, suspension and debarment is
That's the only punishment?
no. That's
what
the
else?
punishment. You actually the only other punishment would be decertification and then referral for some type of criminal prosecution.
Has that ever happened?
Not that I'm aware of.
You know, this reminds me of the illegal immigrants in the border.
Now, I'm not aware
If all
of
you
any
do is get
referral.
sent home, why not try again tomorrow? By and by, you'll be successful. If the only thing you do is debar them, you know, that's not punishment enough. Is it our fault that you don't have harsh enough punishment to dissuade these people?
No, I think there were cases that were referred for
But
criminal,
what is
but they were denied.
What is the maximum punishment that could be meted out to these people? Can GAO tell us?
Well, certainly. These people all made false statements. Title 18, Section 1001. If you could get a U.S. attorney to take a case, you could prosecute a case in that particular situation. Now, the U.S. attorney declined the case that Mr. Harrison's talking about here.
They have bigger fish to fry.
Apparently.
Well, we've got to do something because
Mr. Bartlett, that is something the committee could decide to do, is work with some U.S. attorneys to see if they could get a few poster children cases to go through the criminal system. And that's something maybe you should consider that.
We had a few of those. It would stop this thing. This is such a valuable program. I just want to note again my personal experience with that. The first one in the country was Garrett Container out in Garrett County, 14% unemployment. They now have a lot of people working there doing a really good job, and they make shipping containers for our military. They're doing a doubly good job supporting the military and supporting the economy there. And then when Sycamore Associates went out there, wow, that really was revolutionary because they have a number of people there making 3 times the mean average salary there. But they're paying them only 2/3 as much as they would need to pay them if they were. And by the way, they give them a choice. They have a job for them in Howard County for $100,000, or a job for them for $65,000 or $70,000 in Garrett County. They take the job in Garrett County because the truth is you'll live better in Garrett County with $65,000 than you will in Howard County for $100,000. And so we're saving now. NSA can have 3 analysts, where before they could only have 2 analysts. So this is really, really good for my district, for Garrett County, because they're paying them 3 times as much as the average person works there. Look at all of the people down the line that are better off because of that. All of the industries that serve them, the service station, the cleaners, the drugstore, the restaurant they go to, and so forth, all of that there. And we're really saving the taxpayer a lot of money because now, and GSA is very fond of this because now they get 3 employees, where before they could only support 2 employees. So this is a great example of what these hub zone companies ought to be doing. And I'm just incensed, Madam Chairman, that we have these cheaters out there. And I know one of our small business people who is here in the audience who has been very successful in protesting. He knew that's what he was supposed to do. And he had one person that was awarded the contract. He had absolutely no capability. All he had was a townhouse. And obviously you protest that. He couldn't possibly have performed on it. But he was awarded the contract anyhow by this government agency. So our small business person protested that, and the protest was upheld. Then there was a second one, and he protested that, and that was upheld. So the system does work, but these small business people don't know that that's what they're supposed to do. So we now have all these egregious cheaters out there. And we need to do a couple of things. Either we need to let the community know that they're supposed to self-police, or we need to give you enough resources so you can police them. And we sure as heck ought to have a punishment that fits the crime so that they're dissuaded from doing it. And we've done none of that. Madam Chairman, almost a year ago we sat here, and here we are today. And it sounds like, Groundhog Day all over again. It's the same kind of thing that we were hearing a year ago. We need to give you more money. We need to tell the community they need to self-police. And we really need to have an adequate punishment. We need to have a few examples out there so they won't do it. Any argument that we need to do those things?
No, again, I think that, as you said, I believe that if you have some examples out there of serious punishment, that will send a message.
Yeah, some jail time.
Yes.
That gets around very quickly, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. The people who are now offenders, they knew that there wasn't going to be much. It needs to be people that come in and offend from now on. You can't really, that's ex post facto, and it's unconstitutional. And the general knowledge was that there wasn't going to be any serious punishment for this, so huge gain possible, so why not do it? We need to make that very non-productive for them, don't we? Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you, Madam Chair.